I'm sure you've heard it before. Attitude is everything. You see, your mental attitude is the seed from which your experience grows. When you choose thoughts of harmony, your life reflects peace. When you dwell on discord, chaos surely follows. Accepting what is doesn't mean surrendering to negativity, but rather embracing each moment as an opportunity to redirect your focus to what empowers you. You've got to be ferocious, ferocious like a tiger, and claim your power, the power in your inner world, knowing that it is the source of your reality. The outer world is going to happen, period. You can't change that. But how you perceive it, how you deal with the outer world, that's you. That's your perception. And some people say, well, I'm looking at life through rose-colored glasses. Well, there's a difference. Because if you see something bad or you have a bad experience, I'm not saying not to feel it. I'm not saying to deny it. You accept the experience as it is. But you allow the negativity, the emotional negativity to flow through you and not affect you in the future. And that's a moment by moment decision that we make in life. It's a very Buddhist, a very Zen way to live. And I'm all about that. I'm all about the idea that I have an attitude toward life, that the more I become aware, the more I experience life, the more experience of life, the more I have to let go. And I have to let go so I can experience even more of life. I've come to understand that I've done a lot of reading, done a lot of watching of videos and that's all wonderful. But the true wisdom that I've built in my life is my life experience, what I've experienced for me. Now, I can offer you clues as to how things work for me, but that doesn't mean they're going to work for you. You've got to determine what works for you. You've got to be able to look at your life and say, wait a second, this is my experience. What's my inner mental attitude right now as I'm experiencing it? Okay, I see it. Now, do I want to let this linger or do I want to let it go? You're always at choice. That's the deep work. That's the work every moment of every day. Realizing it is the realization that you have a body, you have a mind, you have emotions, but it's not who you are. You're that which observes. You're that which sees without feeling, sees without judgment. That's the master. The master is one who can take in the entire world, accept it as it is, in respect, love the world as it is. It's only in judgment that we come out of love. And the master understands that. And so every moment of every day, the ego is going to try to get you to judge. Just face it, it's going to happen. And you get to choose, do I follow it or do I choose not to? One of the things that I like to do is I have preferences, just like everyone else. And preferences are the source of suffering. But what I've done is I've created habits of thinking. And so because I have a habit, a mental atmosphere, and that's my attitude, I generally have good experiences. Doesn't mean they're all good. I'm challenged just as much as you are. But I always come back to my habits of questioning, my habits of meditation, my habits of breathing, my habits of exercise, my habits of eating, my habits of how I am in relationship. I come back to those habits because it's difficult to be aware every moment of every day. So why not create habits of behavior, habits of thinking, habits of feeling, where you don't have to think and you can live a life in harmony, a life filled with peace, a life filled with joy, a life filled with purpose. I believe our purposes are all unique, but the end result is when we die, we want to feel so fulfilled. We lived our life completely without any regrets. So it is a great day to be alive, no matter where you are, no matter how cold it is. cold here, but it's not as cold as some places. But you know what? The cold contrast makes you feel appreciate the warm. The cold for me wakes me up, and I love that feeling of being alive. With that, I know the power's in you. I know it because the power's in me, and we're one and the same, just unique. With that, make it a great day. You can. Much love.